Hello, this is Mark Facon of Virtue Tech, and this is a step-by-step installation guide and configuration guide for the services DHCP, email server, iSCSI target server, and SSH. I will be showing you how to install and configure each one on the left-hand side of the screen, which has VMware Workstation running with 2 virtual machines up. And on the right hand side you have a notepad document with all the commands written step by step. So just in case you can't read on the left because of the black background, you can read it off the right with the white background of notepad. So starting off, we are installing postfix and dovecot. To install postfix, you just sudo apt-get install postfix. By the way, all of this will be in the documentation. So if you scroll down, it'll show you the documentation. Anyway, sudo apt-get install postfix, and then when the configuration shows up, it'll ask you what type of postfix configuration you want. You'll just put in internet site on the right, and then whatever .local you want. So for me, I'm using .local, mark .local. And what you're seeing right now on the screen right now on the left is the configuration, and all I did to that was change my host name to whatever .local you put in. So in this case for me, it's mark .local. And yeah. Right now I had a problem with permission. I just forgot that I did not use sudo in my command, so make sure you have sudo or it might give you a permission error. After that's done, do a quick reload. So sudo service postfix reload. Right here if you're error with typing. So sudo service postfix reload. It just reloads the configuration, so you don't have to restart the whole service. And right here I am testing out my new postfix with telnet 127.0.0.125, but it could be different for you, so just ifconfig to check out what your IP is. So here I am connected to 127 as the .1 host, which is the server, and right here I am sending an email from myself to myself. So to do that, once you've telnetted, just put in the command mail from : whatever user you are, and then at .local, whatever you put in during the configuration. And then when you're setting the whoever you're sending the email to, it's rcpt2, and same thing again. And to start putting in whatever you want in the actual email, the content of the email, you put in data. And right here I typed in hello ! This is Mark Facon from Virtue Tech. Once you're done with whatever you want to put in your email, just put a full stop, and that stops the email. Right here I put in quit to leave, tells you bye. And after you're done and you've quitted, it will say you have a new email in /var/mail/mark. Right here I tried using a command from a package called mailutils, which lets you view your emails easily and save your emails, store your emails for you, so you don't have to do that. So, to install mail utils, it's just sudo apt-get install mail utils. Right there, you just saw my email, which I sent from myself to myself. After you're done with that, we're going to install dovecot. So sudo apt-get install dovecot-imapd-y and dovecot-common. And there you go. You're done with the email server. I tested this on one VM, but if you wanted, you can test this on another desktop. All you have to do is SSH, but since I started installing email server first, I did not have the SSH option, so I just sent it to myself. Right here, I am setting up a DHCP for the server. DHCP is pretty easy to install and to configure. It usually works right out of the box. So you just sudo apt-get install DHCP3-server, and to configure, you go into etc DHCP and then dhcpd.conf. Okay, here we are in dhcpd.conf. There's a lot of options that are commented out. Yeah, usually you don't have to change anything, but if you want to specify what range your hosts will be assigned IPs for, that's how you change it with the range. And you can change the subnets. Okay, right here we're doing the iSCSI install. iSCSI target. iSCSI is probably one of the harder ones to install out of the list. iSCSI, I guess I'll talk about iSCSI. iSCSI is a storage resource located on the server. It's a protocol used to link data storage devices over an IP network structure. You would use iSCSI because it enables SAN, which is Storage Area Network, which lets you use the storage from multiple hosts. Use one storage from multiple hosts over TCP/IP, and it usually definitely reduces costs for the network. So right here I am, I've created the makedir. I have done this before, so I forgot to delete the directory iSCSI disks. But first you have to sudo apt install and then makedir in bar iSCSI disks. And right here I'm putting in the settings for the iSCSI, where you change the seek times and all that. Right here I forgot to put in sudo, so you will see the server telling me that I have no permission. Right here, yeah, permission denied. So just press up on the keypad and put in sudo. There you go. 0 records in and out. But it is running, I assure you. So right here I'm using nano to get into IATD. Right here there was a problem. The .conf, there was something wrong. It was gone. But usually there's like one line there and it says something and then equals disabled. You just change disable to true and then save that, and you should be good to go. Finally, we're in configuration mode. To configure it, you just nano into ietd.conf, which is under etc/iet. And to configure it, you have to scroll all the way down, and right here where my mouse is being frantically hovering over, that's where you change the you put in the whatever settings you want. So it says target IGN 2017, that's the date, kufunet.com, that's your domain, and then target 00 is whatever you want to name your thing, and then you can change the username and password that way as well. And ls-al right here, I forgot to put in sudo again, so do it all again, sudo, there you go, just restarting iSCSI, there you go. Right, I had another directory problem because I did do that before making this video, so, and I forgot to delete something. But if you're doing this from a fresh install of VM, you should be good to go. But in the documentation, I have the screenshots and it shows you the step by step, and it does work, I promise. Right here, this is the SSH install. So pretty easy again, works right out of the box. Again, sudo apt-get install open SSH server on the server VM. Now to test this, you just simply ifconfig to check whatever IP you're using on the server, and then go on to the desktop and try ping to make sure you have connection back and forth, and then do an SSH with the IP, just ifconfig from the server. Right here I SSH'd with 192.168.0.129. Once I SSH'd, I made sure that both VMs had no files in the home directory. And right here, once I SSH'd, I tested by nanoing, or by creating a text file called ilovevirtuetech.txt. And keep in mind, I have SSH'd into the server VM. So technically, right now, I'm in the server VM while I'm in the desktop VM. So I created that inbox. There you go. Now on the server VM, once you check, lo and behold, the new file called ilovevirtuetech.txt user. Hooray. Well, I'm just gonna cat just to make sure that I have the same text inside, which I put into the desktop, and there you go.